Guys, Happy New Year. Happy 2022. I hope you have a great day. I hope you are healthy and that we hopefully get a better year than we have, the last 2 years, which was terrible. So I thought to myself, why not start this year with a bang? And with a bang, I mean go back when movies, as well, some movies were very good and very entertaining. And there's also new comics coming out from that movie. It's called The Terminator. And this one is by Dark Horse, issue number 1 of 4 secondary objectives. So let's dive in. I must say, it seems that this is a complete series, and what I mean with that, there's 4 issues of this one, then there is 4 issues of another Terminator series that follows up this story, and I'm not sure if this, and I believe there was also a story before that, 4 issues that I don't have, and I believe it was called. I looked it up real quick. Terminator Tempest, and then secondary objectives, then Enemy Within. That's a 4 issue miniseries that I have too, and the Terminator Endgame. That's a series that I don't have. So I'm not sure if this is a concluding series from that all of that, or maybe just one shot, but then containing 4 issues. Okay, that's a little bit confusing. So let's dive in. So we start in the future, where I want to say Cyberdyne, but that's not it. Skynet is, dominating the world, it seems, and it's birthing a new Terminator. And according to the prologue, there is already 4 Terminators sent into the past, dealing with Sarah Connor and other, how do you say, objectives. And but they are launching a new one, and this is looking freaking cool. I mean, look at this. It's great. So she just steps out of the vat, goes into, and we see this dead body here. I mean, everyone is dead there in the future, it seems. And then she, jumps into the temporal, how do you say? Let's call it a time machine. I mean, that's basically what it is. But they call it some kind of a temporal displacement, something. And they are teleporting away. But, like with all Terminator movies and series, we never know where the Terminators are, coming or teleporting to. Sometimes into a city, sometimes into a bridge, sometimes into a house. This time it's above an ocean and the Terminator is sinking. Looks fantastic. The art looks great. Lots of detail. Love the color palette as well. It's really well done. Also, very nice looking. I totally forgot. Let's move on. Oh man, my brain is getting worse and worse, it seems. So we go to to the present day, and this seems in LA, and we see these people here. It's been, well, I looked it up real quick. This woman is called Mary Randall. Mary Randall was the commander of a resistance temporal operation deployed in 1984 to stop Skynet and help or protect Sarah Connor if that's required. And but now she is here. And I don't know the story before that because, like I said, that was in, I believe, in Tempest. I don't have that. Then we have a guy called, I believe his name is Austin. Austin, I don't know, they are just grouping together. He is now, don't have a job anymore. I don't know what his deal is. And then we have this human hybrid of a Terminator that has some kind of a brain damage. And it seems that his human half is now dominating, and he helps now the resistance fighters. And but the computer brain is still active, and it's still telling him to wake up and kill people and do the objectives that he's supposed to do. Really cool. Moving on a little bit, we see some. Okay, well, this is the part where the action ramps up to 11, because it seems that the reporters here are, reporting crimes, and in LA there's some kind of a war zone going on, and there's some Jesus, un, unidentified person is, I don't know, has made war to some kind of a drug lords, and there is now people killing each other and stuff. And then that person comes out and shoots everybody, including this reporter. But then his I don't know, his colleagues just standing over his body, and he says, we have to keep broadcasting this. Give me the microphone, and wipe the lens, for God's sake. And then they're still shooting, and well, this new reporter says, you just seen Sam Braddock struck down. He is dead. One more casualty, and that could be the bloodiest day in LA's history. Sunfires coming from everywhere. No one appears able to set adequate cover. And then we see all these bodies flying around. It's great. But then it surprised me how violent this comic is. Because I talked about violence and action in comics before, but this is just wow. This is exactly what if you watched an 80s action movie, there's a lot of explosions, a lot of things going on, a lot of car chases, a lot of bodies. Also with the Terminators, we have the pan zoom out camera that you see then everything, all the wide shots, and everything is on fire. It's just great. And that is exactly what's going on here. And I'm going to show you mostly, well, not everything, but mostly. So we see here, again, bodies dropping like flies. And we have this, well, individual, just keep shooting and shooting and shooting. And even though there is trying the cops to get away with, and they have no chance, everybody dies, basically. And then this is what I mean with the wide shot. So the cops flying in, and they're reporting on what they are seeing. And I like I said, buildings are on fire, bodies everywhere, broken cars. And then this, individual still, we know it's a Terminator. Come on. It shoots, I don't know, is this a Gatling gun? Well, it's not a Gatling gun, but something like that. Machine gun, I don't know. I just made stuff up, and it explodes, and then out of the fire, from the explosion, there is rising a creature. But there's also a new cop coming into the zone, and his name is Detective Sloan, I guess. And he sees what's going on. He cannot believe what's happening, and before him, and his buddy cop that sits next to him in the car is panicking and screaming. And while Sloan is assessing the danger, if you will, and then we see this cool-looking piece artwork of this Terminator walking out of the fire. I always loved that. I mean, since the first Terminator, I love that, this creature, this machine is walking out of anything that people throw at him. It's just great stuff. And our buddies, Randall and how do you say, Mary and her buddies are just sitting on a TV screen, seeing everything, and they are waiting to, get into action, but they are laying low for reasons. So going back to the Terminator killing everyone, Jesus Christ, man, look at this. I also love the dialogue. I mean, thoughts become final thoughts. Words become last words. Fear becomes shock. Shock becomes fear. A moan, a cough, a curse. Some die in silence. A tinkling melody is audible over the screams, like a xylophone or xylophone on speed. And this is the Terminator name is C890L. He's using shell casings that hitting the pavement. It's just great stuff. Awesome. And we see this cop here, very wounded. But it seems that Agent Sloan does know this guy, because they have a history together. This cop saved him from some kind of a drug dealer shootout. And he was standing across some kind of a burglar or dealer or a criminal. and then this cop saved him his life, so he wants to do the same. Going behind the Terminator. Terminator turns around but doesn't shoot because the Terminator always, let's say always, or how do you say, reacts to danger. And this guy is not dangerous at all, right? I mean, he's just protecting his buddy here. But this cop has a gun. So what does he do? He's just filling him with holes. And then we switch. You know what? It doesn't matter. So there's also photographs and journalists on the scene, and they are shooting everything what's going on. And I mean, I'm going to show you a shot. Now look at this. So we see stuff going on. We see this cop getting, I don't know, man, he's getting shot into 1,000 bits. And this photograph guy or photographer, is that how you say it? You know, shooting everything on his camera. Also, we see this cool shot from Terminator perspective. Looking great, man. And then also, I also like the what the artist is doing. I mean, look at this. So he's using now the perspective of the photographer, and the photographer laughs because, well, he can make a lot of money off all these shots, and we see all these black and white photographs of people dying, you know, things crashing, Terminator looking at him at one point. It's just madness. And then he is shocked because the Terminator now looks at him, but he thinks, hey, wait, but I'm not armed. I just have a camera here. But what he doesn't know is, unfortunately, he is in the front of a policeman who is armed. And then it goes on, and it's just crazy. And then Sloan uses his car to basically ram into the Terminator with, I don't know, warp speed? I mean, look at this. It's amazing. So, but the Terminator just keep going. He throws a grenade, and all these people are just getting the hell out of here, and they are panicking. And then, oh man, this is just nuts. This shot alone, it's crazy. Everybody dies. Death and destruction everywhere. Sloan is just one of the survivors, and he's, you know, smoking a cigarette. And it's just, he says, Sloan is quickly on his feet. Then he realizes that everyone realizes danger's past, it's over. Calls for a smoke. Well, of course it's not over, right? Because we switch to our buddies again, and then another cool shot of Terminator, you know, killing this guy, and basically wants his, you know, his motorcycle, just like in the first, or in, was it second Terminator. And then our buddies that are hiding, you know, Mary Randall, the other guy, and the other cyborg, this human hybrid called 1825. He later becomes the name. Let me rephrase that. He gets a name, and they're calling him Dudley. It's really weird, this guy. So okay. So they are saying, what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, I said he hasn't himself properly. He is stalemated, and he knows it. So he is doing a secondary objective. So people say, what do you mean with secondary objective? So the secondary objective is to do what the first Terminator from the movie couldn't do. Kill Sarah Connor. And that's exactly what he's going to do. And we leaving with this cool shot of him, you know, also having a, I don't know, some scarf on his face, you know, for reasons. And then he drives into, I want to say sunset, but that's not the case, into the night with the lightning going on. Oh man, it's just freaking fantastic. I love it. Yeah, and I'm rambling a lot, so I'm stopping here. Guys, thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, like my video, share my video, subscribe to my channel, and we're going to continue the series very soon.